I want to give some background here. I dragged Mr. Morning into the city because, we're new. We just started up a couple months ago. I'm Jewish, but not that Jewish, and he's not. And I wanted to kind of hang out. So we went to the city. We saw this amazing off-Broadway play, and we had some dinner afterwards.
Yeah, it was a real nice time, and it was right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about off-Broadway. We're talking about like a half a block.
Yeah. So
right
at the New World Stages, our new friend to the show, Monica Piper, who is joining us this morning. She's star of her own one-woman show. It's on 50th Street. She's done stand-up with some of the greats. She's won an Emmy for her writing on the kids show Rugrats, and she's written for other hit shows like Roseanne, Mad About You. She was part of Second City in Chicago, too. We're happy to have Monica Piper on the show with us this morning.
I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy I could talk to you in my pajamas.
Oh, that's a
luxury.
The beauty of a phone interview.
I'm actually not wearing pants either, so it works out pretty good.
And being pretty, Monica.
Well, let me tell you, we were so happy to be able to come to the show. It was tremendous.
Oh, thank you so much.
I mean, it just, I am not Jewish, Suzy is.
Yep.
But it didn't matter. It doesn't matter what you are. The show is it's just funny.
How do you do a one-woman show, though? The thing I'm thinking is you got to be there. There's no stand-in. Some days it's 2 times a day. How do you conjure up the energy for this?
I actually get it from the audience. I don't have any pre-show rituals. Before I did this, I said, how am I going to do my show, these words, every single night and day for, 7 shows a week? How am I not going to get tired of it? How am I going to make it fresh? And then I look at the audience, I just look at a smiling face or somebody laughing or a couple, a guy puts his arm around the girl and they get all cuddly and listen. And I like it. The important thing I think people have to know is what you said earlier. You don't have to be Jewish to love this show. It's really more about being human. I mean, if you're Jewish, it couldn't hurt.
We're talking to Monica Piper from the play Not That Jewish off-Broadway.
My one question after seeing this, Monica, why didn't
I sleep with Mickey Mantle?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, are you serious?
I think it's so much better that you didn't.
You had the Mick right there.
No.
I know.
You did the right thing.
There is a moment, just for the people who have no idea what we're talking about. There's a moment in my childhood where my father takes me to Yankee Stadium and I fall in love with Mickey Mantle, and I'm 6 years old. And then when I'm 40, he's at the St. Regis Hotel with my family where I'm celebrating my aunt's 50th wedding anniversary, and I have an opportunity to spend the night with him.
And she passed up on that.
And rightfully so.
No, probably,
it wasn't the right situation.
The right thing, it would have spoiled everything for you.
Well, I don't know, but...
Or it would have made it a heck of a lot
as long
better.
as it didn't spoil everything for him.
Right.
Monica, I noticed, seeing the play and everything, you have these incredible facial expressions. I noticed it not only in the play, but in some of your stand-up. Are you aware of this? And is this something like you work on?
This goes right back to the beginning of the play where I say that my father was the funniest man I ever met, and I grew up with those kind of faces. It's the timing. It's comedy timing. And then, of course, crafting over the years as a comedian, the timing, and when it's fun to be physical. And but I don't make crazy faces, people.
No, it just works with
I'm not a crazy person.
It just works with what you're talking about.
I have a kind of off-the-wall question. It's just in the back of my mind, but I want to know if you've ever gotten nervous about a certain celebrity guest being in the crowd, or anytime when you were doing stand-up. Did that ever happen?
I have an awareness if someone's in the crowd. I'm never kind of worried about me, my performance, but sometimes, every now and then you could get a dud audience who just doesn't laugh at the smart stuff and doesn't, and that's when I say, why couldn't they have been there when But that hardly ever happens. But I'll tell you, it was interesting. In my early days of stand-up, when I was on the road, I was on the road with Jerry Seinfeld for a week or two. I was on the road with Richard Belzer. I mean, I was on the road with all of them. And that I would be more nervous about that than who was in the audience, because I had to. They followed me. They were the headliners, and I had to kill to make the audience in such a great mood
for them
that it made it easier for them. But also, just you learn a lot. I don't think there's ever been a performance that didn't teach me something.
We're talking this morning to Monica Piper, who stars in her own one-woman play just off Broadway on 50th Street at New World Stages. And Monica, congratulations on your 100th performance.
We just got extended.
Oh, terrific! Yeah.
So there'll be way more than 100 performances.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But come see it. You'll literally. It sounds so corny, but you'll laugh, you'll cry, but you really will.
You'll fudge your undies. That's the whole thing. Right?
Don't listen to him, Monica.
No, I'm gonna let Monica, as we wrap up here, I'm gonna let Monica have the last laugh because she is funny.
Super funny.
Right? You've been told that many times, especially you said by your dad and everything. Yeah. I'm gonna let her. Let's see if she follows my lead here. Monica, things are so busy these days. Every time I turn around, there's something going on.
Don't turn around.
NotThatJewish.com, where you can get tickets.
Yes. Thank you so much for being on with us, Monica.
Thank you. This was great.